Hello, this is another episode of q-doma TV. This is going to be like my second video I've done with this webcam. I'm really loving this since I got this webcam. It just makes videos so easier. I mean, really. I'm sitting here eating some minestrone soup with some kale that I just put in here. Getting my eat on. But I'm telling you, I'm really loving this camera. This camera is marvelous. Totally marvelous. I love it. But I didn't sit here to tell you about how great my food was, or more or less, or how great this webcam is. But I really am loving this webcam. It is awesome. What I'm going to talk about now, because the last video I put up, I was talking about Dragon Ball Z and Evil Goku. This one, I'm talking about Captain America. Yeah. I just finished looking at the whole little thing on NerdSync. He was talking about the thing with Captain America. I'm gonna tell you, and he made some really good points about this whole, deal with Captain America. As far as how people should feel about it, I understand fans out there, those of y'all who have grown up with Captain America since y'all was a kid, and especially for the old heads out there, I'm sure for some of y'all, this is like an absolute shock. I mean, to the point of full devastation. Yeah, I can only imagine. It'd be like literally if I found out that Superman was really evil all this time, and he's been perpetrating as the being good all this time, but he was really evil all this time. It would kind of hit me just a little bit, but it wouldn't. I guess it wouldn't. I don't think it would affect me the same way because knowing that this is comic books. Even though I have some stuff I do kind of take kind of personal when it comes to certain things, and I have my certain feelings on certain stuff, and I can go on and on about that. But I'm just gonna leave that for right now. Back on to the Captain America thing. Now it's been revealed that Captain America is a hydra agent. Literally, from the get-go, like from the beginning. Apparently, all the way since Hitler, the forming Avengers, it's crazy. And I guess the thing I'm wondering is, I haven't read the comic book yet. I'm thinking about getting it. I'm only looking at what I've seen over the internet, the information that I've gathered. And, I'm coming to my own little conclusions about this thing. And, it's interesting that the fact that the writers decided to do this. Now, I'm not really a Captain America fan. But one thing I can definitely say is, going back to NerdSync, this definitely reflects our time, the sign of the times as far as the way things are in the world, which is kind of interesting because, looking at the thing with the elections and everything, with, Donald Trump and all that crap. So, I think it's definitely going to hit a nerve with people because you think about this character, he literally embodies the very thing that this country was supposed to be about. Minus the fact that, of course, looking at, in reality, stuff is just kind of pretty much a lie, whatever, It kind of, in a way, took away that last little bit of hope that, people, can escape to. It's just like, I guess it would be like finding out God's really the devil. And, it's like, I guess the question I had to ask myself is, well, okay, if Captain America is a Hydra agent, what does that mean? What does that mean for Red Skull? Does that mean Red Skull is a good guy? Now the funny thing about this whole scenario, and this may sound, I know I may get some crap for this, but I've always liked Red Skull. Getting past the fact that that he was a Nazi. Getting past the fact, the thing with the Hell Hydra. Red Skull's always been my man. He's like one of the few people that always seems to get under Captain America's skin. But the thing about it is, despite how Red Skull is, he makes a lot of good points about certain things. And I can remember a comic book going back, way back, way back. And I think this might have been maybe a little before 9/11, or maybe after. I'm not sure. But Red Skull said a thing that really resonated with me. And he said, the best way to bring down, not word for word, but the best way to bring down a society is from within. Now, in looking at this whole thing with Captain America, now, if you ask me, does it surprise me? It doesn't really shock me. I mean, considering there's been lots of scenarios in comic books where, you've had strange stuff. And, there's the possibility that this is only a moment thing. And Captain America, we'll find out, maybe it's something else that we're not aware of. Maybe Captain America is this really, he's just really fooling us, and he's really trying to uncover something else or whatever. I don't know. It's really hard to say, but it's going to definitely make for some interesting reading. Captain America as a hydra agent. Now, looking at that, I've never really been a fan of Captain America's outfit. I'll be honest with you. I never have been. That red, white, and blue, just literally walking around looking like the damn American flag. I know, some people probably going to say like, oh, damn, you're anti-America. Hey, look, I'm sorry. I'm not really patriotic. Never have been, never will be. I'm not crazy about the concept of sitting there and laying my life down for a country that doesn't give that diddly squat for me, But that's a video for another time. But anyway, moving on to but I'm gonna say one more thing before I move on but I do rather live in this country than other countries. I'll leave that, and I'll say that, because it could always be a lot worse. Now, going back to Captain America, looking at his outfit, I mean, in like I said, I never found it that great. Of course, the new guy that took over as Captain America, the Falcon, I don't like the way his outfit look. It doesn't look any better. He's got the shield, the wings, and I'm like, what the hell? I don't know. It looks crazy. Him now, Captain America looking like a Hydra agent. Now, this isn't a new concept. This to let y'all know, this isn't new. How do I know this? Because one time in the cartoon, it was a situation where Captain America, but the funny thing with that situation, that had something to do, that was all Red Skull's doing. Red Skull had did something to Captain America and messed with him. I don't know if he switched his body with Captain America. He did something, and whatever. And it might have been another one where Captain America was brainwashed. And he had the Hydra. I mean, it looked cool. The black and red. I always just thought that would just look better. That's just like the whole thing. I can remember playing video games, where you could switch between Captain America and U.S. Agent. I always thought the U.S. Agent looked better. And they also had one where it was like, I think Captain America, where it looked like it was still the suit, but he had like a skull or something. I don't know. I've never been a fan of the design. It's just, it is what it is. But moving on, now, according to sources, within Marvel, is not a clone. So we can dispense with that concept. It's, it's not Captain America being controlled. So, okay, well, so much for that idea. So, okay, if it's not Captain America being cloned, not Captain America clone, here's a question. Okay, here's a question. Could it possibly be a Captain America for alternate reality? There's a thought. Okay, might not be a clone, but maybe it's an alternate reality Captain America. And he came to our reality. And maybe something's happened to the real Steve Rogers and we don't really know about it. Possible? Possible. I don't know. I'm trying to think. What else could it be? You know, that Captain America is a hydra agent. I'm just trying to, wrap my head around that. And I'm really having, a little bit of difficulty trying to figure out, like, okay, how could it be? Captain America, all this time he's a hydra agent. I don't know. It will be interesting to see, if his suit changes. I am curious with that. See where that goes. I don't know. But I might get this book just to see that. But the thing about it is, I know some of y'all wondering, like, why? Why? Because I understand that, some of y'all that still believe in America, that right there, that's going to readily affect some things right there. America's already going to hell in a handbasket already. That's not helping it. I know it isn't. But, what you going to do? I don't know. I guess this will make it for a good distraction from Donald Trump and anything else, like election-wise, or people that just don't want to deal with the politics. Even though, to a certain degree, the comic book is still reflecting aspects of things that is going on in this country no matter what. It is what it is. I'm not like shocked about it, whatever, but it will be interesting. I don't know. Leave your questions and comments. This is just my 2 cents in it for what it is, and I'll just leave it. This has been a q-doma moment. Thank you very much. I'll see y'all later.